10 happiest countries to live in the world in 2022. Happy people are safe people. Although the amount of happiness in a country is largely subjective from one individual to another, it can still be measured. To determine a happy country, several factors need to be considered. Factors like the citizens, the country's economy, culture, GDP per capita, and even climate are very important in the decision. Each year, the United States Sustainable Development Solutions Network (UNSDSN) publishes the results of its research on the rate of happiness in each country around the world. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell if you want to see our other amazing videos. Number 10. New Zealand. With a Gallup poll of 7.2 scores out of 10, New Zealand takes the 10th position on the list of the happiest countries in the world. It is no surprise that this country made it to the top 10 considering the consistency of its high-quality life and work balance. It takes the second position on the list of the safest countries in the world. Moreover, New Zealanders are happy people and are quick to go against anything that wants to attack their happiness. The country's crime rate is very low, especially in violent crimes. Foreigners who would love to visit New Zealand should know that the country's citizens are generally open-minded, and they have laws in place to prevent abuse of free expression of speech. Police in New Zealand does not carry personal firearms. Number 9. Israel. It is surprising to know that despite the military conflicts around the borders of this beautiful country, the citizens retain their sanity and happiness. With a score of 7.364 out of 10, Israel had been rated as the 9th happiest country in the world. Israel was ranked 19th out of 189 countries on the 2019 UN Human Development Index, indicating very high development. It is still considered a high-income country by the World Bank. The country also has high scores in citizen satisfaction, healthcare system, tourism destinations, and generosity. Furthermore, for people who love to visit this country, it is considered to be a safe country to travel to. Number 8. Norway. Norway comes up at number 8 with a Gallup poll score of 7.365 out of 10. The happiness of Norwegians shouldn't come as a surprise at all, as Norway is the first most developed country in the world. It is also the 7th most expensive country to live in. However, even with its high standard of living, the country's citizens get great value for their money. Education and healthcare are subsidized by the government, and people who work in Norway earn lucrative salaries or wages. Its unemployment rate is very low, and it is ranked as the most democratic country in the world. The government uses these high taxes to provide quality public services for the citizens. With a Human Development Index of 0.957, the country's mixed economy has seen stable growth since the start of the industrial era. Number 7. Sweden. Sweden has a Gallup poll score of 7.384 out of 10. Sweden is a Scandinavian nation famous for its coastal islands, thousands of them, inland lakes, and the Northern Lights. It is the largest country in Northern Europe. The country's strong economy and low unemployment rate make it one of the world's most developed and happy countries. Its advanced welfare system and high standards of living have made it the 6th most developed in the world. The country's HDI score is at 0.945, while it takes 0.13% of the world's population. The citizens enjoy subsidized prenatal care and 480 days of paid leave when a child is born or adopted. Number 6. Luxembourg. Talk about luxury, talk about Luxembourg. Luxembourg is famous for being the 3rd most expensive country in the world. With a Gallup poll score of 7.404, the country is rated as the 6th happiest country in the world. Luxembourg is not only famous for its high GDP per capita, but its high pay rate in terms of wages and tax breaks. Although it is known as the 6th smallest country in Europe, the cost of living in this country is not very small in any way. The average monthly cost of living in Luxembourg is estimated to be around $3,600. However, even with its high standard of living, the country's citizens get great value for their money. The government uses these high taxes to provide quality services for their citizens. Number 5. The Netherlands. The Netherlands comes 5th with a point of 7.415. The Netherlands is a country in northwestern Europe known for its flat landscape of canals, tulip fields, windmills, and cycling routes. Its capital city, Amsterdam, is famous for its historical attractions and collections of great art. It is one of the places in Europe known for its culture, history, and canals. According to the UNDP, the Netherlands is also known to be one of the most tolerant and one of the most developed countries in the world. Amsterdam has more than 40 museums, and it is also the Netherlands' leading cultural center. On the HDI's report, its value is at 0.944, which puts the country in the very high human development category. It is beautiful to know that children in the Netherlands are amongst the happiest in the world. The government created a good public education system and quality international schools for the children. The Netherlands is also ranked as one of the best countries to raise a family. Number 4. Switzerland. Switzerland comes fourth with a Gallup poll score of 7.512 out of 10. Switzerland emerges as one of the best countries in several things. Switzerland is the 10th safest country in the world. The country has been amongst the 10 biggest weapon exporters per capita every year for the last 5 years and has been ranked 4th globally for food security. Switzerland has an HDI score of 0.955, which puts the country in the very high human development category according to the UNDP. Switzerland also emerges as one of the best countries in the world in terms of tourist destinations, although life isn't a bed of roses for every Swiss. The people are happy. Number 3. Iceland. With a Gallup poll score of 7.557 out of 10, Iceland comes third. Iceland has been rated to be for the first safest country in the world by Global Peace Index. Iceland has been the first safest country in the whole world for the 13th year in a row. The small population of the country brings strong social attitudes against crime and has a high level of trust in their well-trained police force. Iceland is famous for its rugged landscapes and scenery, its expensive cost of living, and its ranking as the 4th most developed country in the world by HDI. Although Iceland's economy is small, it is still mixed with high levels of free trade. Number 2. Denmark. Denmark has a Gallup poll score of 7.636 out of 10. Just like every other country, the development of a country plays a large role in the happiness of the people, and Denmark has been ranked as one of the highly developed countries in the world. The country is known to be one of Europe's best countries for doing business. It offers low costs for establishing a business with high standard of living. As the 5th safest country in the world, there are a few things that have helped in strengthening Denmark's safety and securing its happiness so far. One of these is that Denmark has a high level of equality amongst its citizens. Another reason is that Denmark puts the will of its people at the heart and tends to sort out what they need before any other thing. Corruption is rare in business or politics, as honesty and trust are top priorities in Denmark. We can call this country a welfare state as everyone receives services that help them live comfortable lives. Number 1. Finland. Finland, the happiest country in the world for the 4th time in a row, comes first with a Gallup survey poll score of 7.821. The high income and superb education system of the country have been a standard to reach for many countries. Finland is recognized as one of the most developed countries in the world because it scores highly in almost every index of HDI's report on foundations of well-being and personal freedoms. Furthermore, Finland is recognized as the world's most technologically proficient and advanced country. The country takes trust and contentment very seriously, and this has contributed to making them the happiest country in the world. And this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you found it interesting and educative. If you did, kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section below. See you all in the next video.